What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the Wrexham Save. It's episode 3 today. Episode 2 was released yesterday evening, so go out and check that one. We made a huge sign-in. I'm not going to spoil it just yet, but you will see who that is in just a few moments. We have played just the one game since you guys were here last time, and that was against Oxford. It was a 3-2 win. Very tight game. We actually went 2-0 up, and I was very confident about how we were playing against Oxford, but they come back, made it 2-2, but we did get a late winner on. I will show you the goals because it is just the one game. Jordan Davies played through Paul Mullin, threw a goal, dinked the keeper, and he got his first of the season after having a goal disallowed last episode. Down the right hand side again, it is Josh Nerfville. Down the line, like I said, whips it in. Mipo Odebueko, fantastic header, and that is something I think is brand new from the update that was released. Bellingham dawdling on the ball in the middle. That is our signing. It was Job, not Jude, of course. And Murphy goes through and scores and make it 2-1. Ronnie Critchlow down the left to Murphy. Cuts inside, finds Davis, through to Brown. And that was 2-2. And just like that, I was panicking. I went attacking and I was all over the place. 82nd minute. Paul Mullin down the right wing. Gets it back to Josh Nerfville. Whips it in. And Mipo Odebueko with another fantastic header. Made it 3-2. And we had beat Oxford. Now, Oxford are a team that I believe are predicted to come quite high up. I think again it's playoffs for Oxford. Prediction is 7th, so just outside the playoffs. A very strong team. We did manage to beat them. We are still predicted to come down in 16th. But today, we've got Huddersfield away from home, which is a very difficult game. Salford in the Carabao Cup. And if we have time, because I'm recording this an hour and 30 minutes before the England game kicks off against Senegal, we'll play Sheffield Wednesday as well. And do deadline day, because I don't want to do too many videos for just August. So yeah, we want to get through this a little bit. But yeah, Huddersfield, Salford and potentially Sheffield Wednesday. Salford might just be just the goals I'll show you at the end. This is the first time I've ever seen as Wrexham manager that the board and fans are expecting a defeat. So you know, it's good to go into things as an underdog for the very first time. I'm very excited for this game to get underway. If you guys are also just as excited, make sure to like the video because it helps me out massively. And subscribe to the channel as well, obviously, if you are brand new. Without further ado, let's get into it. A huge game away at the John Smith Stadium. Probably one of the biggest games we have played as a Wrexham manager. Today, away against Huddersfield, it is Nichols, Spencer, Hellick, Moore, Lees, and a bunch of others for Huddersfield. Screw them. It's Wilson, Deshaun Bernard, Hayden, McGee, Milne, Nerfville, O'Connor, Tyrick Baconson, Johnny Smith, Paul Mullin, and Mipo Odebueko. Job Bellingham is on the bench today. Tyrick has been very impressive in training and in the match engine as well. And I just don't know how to get him, O'Connor and Bellingham into the team. If you've got any ideas, get them down in the comments below. But for now, it's going to be a fact where Baconson and Job are just rotating. It might be the fact that's the whole of the first season as well, because obviously Job is just on loan. I don't want to put too many eggs in one basket if he doesn't end up signing for us here at Wrexham. But 20 minutes in, we have got our first highlight. It is Jack Rodoni, a very good player, finding Kamara on the ball. Jefferson is on the ball now, finding Spencer out wide. Milne's got out well. Jefferson, great save from Ben Wilson. He's done very well there. It's weird to see we're at all these massive stadiums. I was at the Bolton Stadium and it was huge. This one is also massive. It does not look like, though, Huddersfield are down there. P. Jones is on the ball down the line, whips it in to Jack Rodoni. I don't know what is going on. Fosu manages to have a shot. Hayden apparently got a block on that and it blasted over the bar. It's still 0-0, 20 minutes in, though. This is a worrying sign and a worrying start because Huddersfield are a very good side. And we do not want to be getting on the end of too many of these. Look at that XG. Wow. They have absolutely dominated us so far. We've had 3 shots, none on target. It's a bit of a worrying one. Half an hour in. I think we're still going to be alright in this game. I'll be very happy walking away from here with a draw. If we can somehow nick a win, I'll be unbelievably happy. A 1.6 XG though compared to our 0.22 shows we simply are not playing well enough to even consider getting a goal and walking away from here with a point. Currently sitting 9th in the table. Very happy with that. I'm about looking from this sort of 12th to 7. I'll be very happy with this season. If we could even get in the back end of the playoffs, I would be over the moon for next season to push on and try and get up into the Championship. Jones, though, down that right-hand side. Great save from Wilson again. It is cleared out to Kamara. Jack Rodoni, Fosu. Another good shot, and Huddersfield are just not finding the back of the net. I think we are going to change system, and we have not used this system in a very, very long time, but it does allow us to get both Jobe and Baconson on at the same time. Now, in terms of a centre attacking midfielder, we have not really got one. I think it would be best that Jobe actually goes in at that role, and we put Matt Cray, we'll go Jordan Davies as the other box-to-box midfielder. Have Mipo Bueko on as a pressing forward. Mullin on there. The right winger spot is not great. We'll put Bernard in at centre-back for McGee, and we'll get Hosanna on at right wing-back. So we've got more of an attacking full-back, but we are going to change in to this formation. Why not? We've not played it in a very long time, but the boys have trained on it the whole season pretty much. Both strikers having absolutely no luck today, both Mipo and Paul Mullin. We are going to get on then Ollie Palmer for Mipo or the Bueko. We'll get him on as a target forward up there. Someone to lump that ball up to. Where is that on the thing? Distribute it, not to the flanks, to Ollie Palmer. Right, 15 minutes to go. Still Huddersfield massively on top, and they have now got a highlight. It is Jack Rodoni on the ball. Russell, Scott High, Finah Hellick, Leeds, just press him. Not getting the ball there. Jobe is doing well in that cam spot. There's a ball out wide, and Pearson is on the ball. We are looking to trap him inside. Did not let balls in the box. Scott High, Pearson, back into Russell yet again. They are getting a lot of space out there. Turton with a ball in. Fosu, Ben Wilson with the save. This is very different to see us defending on the back foot. I mean, even on the heat map, I have not seen us being this defensive in a very, very long time. The way this game is going, I am actually going to try and time waste just a little bit, and I'll be very happy to walk away from here with a point. I've never really gone defensive. I don't often like to do that, but today we are going to do it. We're against a massive side in Huddersfield, and 1:30 left on the clock. Jordan Davies nearly writing his name up in lights above the St John's Stadium. Great save from the Huddersfield keeper, keeping it at 0-0. That'd have been unbelievable. O'Connor, can you find Palmer at the back stick? He's full on fitness. He's full on form. Find that big, beautiful head. O'Connor, I've asked you to time waste, but this is a bit much, mate. Get that ball in the box. Come on. Come on. Here he is. He whips it in. It's a shocking ball. Jobe does pick it up on the edge of the box. Finds Deshaun Bernard out wide. Finds Joe Bellingham yet again. Bernard on the ball. Whipping it in to no one. O'Connor is going to collect that one. 10 seconds to go. It's a shocking ball. Let's hope there's no counter-attack from this. Scott High. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle, ref. Ref blows the whistle. 1-0 away from home against Huddersfield is a very, very good result. I'm very happy with that. I can't lie. I think the boys will be too. The board will be happy. The fans will be happy. Walking away with a 0-0 draw against a team that were not in the Premier League that long ago. Very, very good. I'm going to go ahead, play this Salford game off of camera. I'll show you guys the goals at the end and the result of that one. Hopefully into the third round of the Carabao Cup. Obviously Salford in the league below. So a team we should be beating and we were very good against last year. So I'll bring you guys back with the highlights of that one. And then we'll get into a massive game against Sheffield Wednesday, who are currently, I did not see them there on that list, are ninth in the table on 6 points. We are on 4. So a very good game coming up there too. Certainly a little closer than we would have wanted. Yesterday it was a 3-2 victory away to Salford. First goal coming from Mipo Odebueko, putting in great work down that left-hand side, and Scott Thomas naming the game in the box, in the 6-yard box where he loves to be, scoring his first for us this season. Aaron Hayden losing the ball early down that left-hand side, ball in the box, and they went 1-0. 2-1 from a good header from Jones at the back post. Left me worried just under an hour mark in. So on come Paul Mullin. And look what he does. In behind, Paul Mullin, volley, back of the net. Scott Thomas made way for him, but a very good 60 minutes for him. 80th minute, Smith down the left-hand side, whips it in to Josh Nerfield. Ball in the box. Paul Mullin is there yet again. It was a 3-2 victory, which now puts us into the third round of the Carabao Cup. And we can get anyone from this point. It is the round of 32. Things are getting interesting. I would love to go through and face a massive team here. It is Rotherham, Port Vale, Stoke, Brighton, West Ham, Plymouth, Tottenham away would be amazing. Bradford City, they've got a payday there. We are at home. So ideally then we would like Exeter, Charlton, Cambridge and Stockport. Anyone else I'm not happy with. We got Charlton a good side, but someone we can definitely beat. Liverpool getting Man City, huge tie there, 2 favourites. Man U getting Fulham or Arsenal. Chelsea getting Brentford. Stockport get a home tie against Leeds. And QPR draw Wolves. So we've got a massive game against Charlton in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. That is going. You guys will come back next. We've got a game today against Sheffield Wednesday. And then we've got deadline day. And I think things could happen on deadline day. I am looking to improve the squad ever so slightly. If anyone comes up that is available for loan and I can get them for £0 and they will improve the squad, they will be coming in. So keep an eye out because players could be joining us on deadline day. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Sheffield Wednesday up next. Huge game. Let's go. Right then, a huge game at the racecourse. Ben Wilson starts in goal. Bernard, Hayden, McGee and Milne is the backline. Nerfield, O'Connor, Bellingham, Johnny Smith, Paul Mullin and Odebueko make up the rest of our side. Inviting a massive club like Sheffield Wednesday to the racecourse is exactly why we are pumping up the leagues. So to start off with, it is going to be a corner from Paul Mullin and Mipo Odebueko gets goal number 3 of the season and goal number 1 of the day. Just 3.5 minutes in at that near post, Mipo has been deadly and he beats his man to it. Keeper should have done better in my opinion, but it is from very close range. You can't really help much about that. And it is 1-0 very early on and Leeds to protect now. Mullin with the ball in the box. Mipo Odebueko again being a nuisance at the back post. Josh Nerfield with a 30-yard effort just over the bar. That would have been quite something that sailed into the back of the net. It is McGee now with a throw-in. Finding Nerfield again in the box. It is well cleared and Lovelace is on the ball. O'Connor does very well and finds Harry Milne. Joe Bellingham, poor pass and Deli Bashiru, a fantastic player on this game, is on the ball driving down that right-hand side. Bellingham is staying with him. Does manage to get a block in it as well and Harry Milne can get it to Jordan McGee and we can relax once again. Bellingham getting another touch on the ball. A long ball forward. Well won by Nakayama. Gray over the top. Lovelace is through on goal. And it is 1-1. I think the flag's up. It is not up, is it? A wonderful goal from Lovelace and it is 1-1. A long ball from McGee. He does not have the pace to turn and get back with his man. A great ball from Gray. But sadly, that is 1-1. 20 minutes in, a game full of action. Ben Wilson, long ball forward, great goal kick there, straight to Josh Nerfield. But it looks like we're going to want to build from the back yet again. Job on the ball, finding Hayden. Bernard down the right-hand side, finding Job on the ball again, finding Mullin. Paul Mullin, make yourself magic. It's a great ball to Johnny Smith. It's a great challenge from Palmer. Harry Milne the ball in. Mipo Odebueko. Oh, he hits the crossbar and it bounces on the line. But apparently he's offside. That was ghost goal all over again. But he was offside, so it doesn't matter too much. Paul Mullin picks the ball up, finds Josh Nerfield down that right-hand side. Can he get a ball in the box? He finds Deshaun Bernard. Tom O'Connor. Bernard again. Ball in. Mipo Odebueko. That one is not offside, and he is not going to miss from there. 23 minutes in. It has been all action so far. I've not had a chance to breathe, let alone to take a peek at the stats. How's the game actually going? We are on top. The lead is deserved. The heat map shows it's quite even. Again, they've got slightly more attack and wing backs, but they are playing a 5-back. If you're surprised about that, you haven't played enough FM23 because everyone plays a bloody 5-back on this game. Ben Wilson, though, goal kick. Can he find another great ball? It is out to the left this time. And another stupendous ball out to Johnny Smith. He then drives in, finds Mipo Odebueko. That went through. I'm sure that went through the net. Apparently it didn't. Still 2-1. I thought Mipo Odebueko was going to be on for a first half hat-trick, but he is not. And it is still 2-1. Windass with the corner. Ball into Smith. Well won by Deshaun Bernard. Dominic Iorfa. Bellingham gets it clear. Mullin, can you carry it forward? Switches the play. Johnny Smith finds Mipo Odebueko and he's bearing down on goal. Whoever that is a very quick boy next to him. Mipo Odebueko goes for an absolute worldie. It's just wide of the mark. And that wraps up the first half. And wow, that was action-packed. Pumping the fist, and I'm pumping them in real life too, because this is exactly what we want to see from our boys. Attacking, fast, fun football and great to watch. Mipo Odebueko shot blocked off the line. He is destined for a hat-trick today, surely. Deshaun Bernard, Mipo again with another chance just over the bar. Thomas O'Connor then, I've had a chance to breathe and a chance to cough. So a ball in and it is well cleared by the Sheffield Wednesday boys. We do manage to win the ball back. Josh Nerfield I don't know what you're finding there, pal, but Nakayama does bring the ball forward. He finds Brady down this left-hand side, and he has got some pace, but Hayden intercepts the pass through, and we look to build yet again. Harry Milne down this left-hand side. Find Mipo Debueko, comes into a little hole. Job finds Milne to Mipo. Ball over the top. Iorfa does very well to get his head on that. And Sheffield Wednesday just clear the ball. They are nervous of the Welsh Red Dragons. Deshaun Bernard finds Josh Nerfield. Now you should be nervous. Paul Mullin doesn't miss them. He's bearing down on goal. And if you don't know, he is super. He is super Paul Mullin. 3-1. Fantastic performance so far. An hour in, and we have been brilliant. And this is exactly why I love EFL football and why I love Football Manager. I couldn't be happier with how this game is going. And I'm very happy with the start to our season as a whole, to be honest. I was expecting it to be very difficult, and it has. It really has been difficult. We have played very, very well against some top tier sides. So I'm a happy boy. Hayden winning his header there. O'Connor getting beaten to the ball. But Bernard does find Josh Nerfield. Brady goes flying in on him, and he is off. It's an early bath for Brady, which means Sheffield Wednesday are down to 10 men. It does look like, though, straight away they have got a highlight with Denny Bashiri with a free kick, finding Smith at the back post. And that is not good. They've dropped down to 10 men, but they have scored straight away. Now, I would normally go attacking when someone's on 10 men. Not now. All they've done is they've dropped their cam and they're staying in that 5 back, which is disgusting. Because they've got 2 strikers and nothing else. So I'm appalled by the way they're playing. Sheffield Wednesday, anti-football. Josh Nerfield trying to find Paul Mullin in behind, doesn't quite, and it does fall to their keeper, Charles. Long ball forward, McGee does win. Bellingham finds O'Connor. Bernard on the ball again. Aaron Hayden finding Josh Nerfield. Well tackled there by Nakayama down this left-hand side. Finding Gray. Aaron Hayden does very well there. Deshaun Bernard does pick the ball up and just clears it. We look a little bit on the back foot, and considering they're on 10 men, I'm not happy with that whatsoever. Lovelace does go through. Thankfully, offside, and it stays at 3-2. Right. 20 minutes to go. I don't want to drop off against them because they're on 10 men. We shouldn't be struggling this much, but we really are. I'm going to get Matt Craig and Tyreek Baconson on just in the middle and get Josh de Craig Cogley on as well. That's it, I think, for now. We'll leave it just as that. We'll get 2 new centre mids on. Hopefully, just for energy, we should be fine. 15 minutes left. Let's just see this one out. We'll drop into cautious. We'll just do a little bit more time wasting. We just do not want to draw or lose this game because I would be so angry if we were not to win this one. Nakayama down the left-hand side. The Craig Cogley does well to intercept and switches out to Johnny Smith. Just slow it down. Let's just relax. Baconson finds Mullin. Craig finds Baconson, who finds Harry Milne on this left-hand side. He's been fantastic. Finds Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith, find him. Paul Mullin, he found him. It's 4-2. It is game over here at the racecourse. And we've done it. 4-2, a great victory. We've beat Sheffield Wednesday. They've got 10 men. They come back now. I'll eat my hat. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. 4 minutes headed on. And that is that. A fantastic 4-2 victory at the racecourse. The episode doesn't finish quite yet. It is transfer deadline day, and boy, that is exciting. Great to see Josh Nerfield coming third on the Player of the Month, and Mipo Odebueko getting a Young Player of the Month. Shows how well we have done in our first month in League One, sitting in 8th place. I am very, very happy. Right, we are now on deadline day then, and we are looking now that we're going to sell Josh de Craig Cogley around £20,000. I'm happy to sell him for that. We brought him in for free. It turns out, I thought it was actually a little bit of money, but we brought him on for free. He was great for a year, but he is now our 3rd choice right back. A loan offer for Will Andy Yapan will be getting rejected, and a loan for Andy Jones will be getting accepted. We are looking at players to potentially look in. I am mainly using the deadline day feature here. I've gone through anything there is on the old scouting. Nothing is being brought to me particularly. I'm going to ask the Director of Football as well if there's any loans he thinks we should be looking to bring in. But I'm quite happy with how things are at the club. I think I'd like a right back. I think I'd like to move Deshaun Bernard into centre back, playing with Aaron Hayden. McGeehee dropping as a backup, and getting in a proper right back that could really complement how good Josh Nerfel is down that right-hand side. I think a right back playing alongside him that can bowl and make passes past him would be brilliant, rather than more of a defender like Deshaun Bernard is. So that is what I'm looking for. And you never know, we could have someone leave the club as well. So my eyes are always open and my eyes are peeled. Josh de Grey-Cogley has left the club then. £20,000. It frees up a little bit more money and a position in the club that does need improving then. At right back, like I said, it is someone that I would like to get in. We have got Ezra Carrington coming in on a trial, recommended from my director of football as a right back to get in on loan. I'm going to have a little look at him and see what he is like. I keep scouring through this list as well. I've decided as well maybe a striker, and Scott Thomas moves in to the under-21s and we have someone really, really good on the bench that we could bring on. Ollie Palmer, obviously not quite as good as he once was, could maybe move to our fourth choice. Scott Thomas as our fifth, and maybe an absolute demon to come in up front. So I'm also on the lookout for that. Right, well, I've completely panicked. It's an hour to go and I could not find a right back for the life of me. I found a striker that I quite like. Nathan Fraser from Wolves is going to come in as an advanced forward on loan. We're paying nothing to do with his wages, so it's completely free. If it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off. I think he looks good. I don't know. I think more what I'm doing it for is I can then put Scott Thomas down into the under-21s or under-18s so he can develop properly, rather than just trying to rush him into it now, because some of his stats have gone down, whereas everyone else in that sort of youth intake that come up are all on the fly because they're all training with the under-21s and getting more and more game time there. So I think it's more for his development. In terms of comparison, they're very, very similar, whereas Scott Thomas, there's not a lot of difference to him. I mean, Scott Thomas is slightly worse. This guy's a bit more quick, a bit more physical, but finishing wise, Scott Thomas is probably a little bit better, but I think it gives us another option. So he is coming in, and something we really do not need, a centre midfielder, but this guy looks fantastic. I really like the look of him. I think I don't know. I think it's the name. I like Aberi Eze, and he's Dubham Eze. It's the cheap Eze from Wish. I think we're going to get him so we can call him Eze from Wish. But again, we're paying £100 of his wages. So Eze from Wish has come in as well. You might have seen there, we nearly got Zidane Iqbal in on loan. I'd have been so happy to get Zidane in. But he rejected us. Southampton accepted the loan because he's gone there now. But he rejected us. So Zidane hates me. But yeah, Nathan Fraser is in. And so is the Wish Eze. So I'm glad we got both of them both into the team. The Wish Eze is more as backup midfield, I guess. Sort of 5th, 6th choice. We didn't get a right back, did we? Oh, deadline day was an absolute stinker. We're 8th in the league. I've got a bit of work to do. We're going to come back that game against Charlton in the Carabao Cup, and then with the away leg probably against Lincoln. See if we can get through to the 4th round in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. That would be absolutely awesome. Thank you guys for all your support. Keep liking, keep smashing your support on the channel. It helps me out so much and it means so much. So thank you all. Thank you for watching. I'll speak to you next time.